Sound is good. All right, I think my sound is good. All right. Peace, power, and profit to the family. Uncle Jocelyn there. Salute, salutations, greetings. Right. Today is bag day, right? Friday. Today to collect and not necessarily hold, right? All right. Hope everybody's having a great day. Again, coming in a little bit here at the midday, well, a little after the midday hour, kind of bring some more details and towards the next giveaway. I'm so behind, right? It's like Friday and you talking about some doing a giveaway, right? Rendering us pretty much only 3 days to make it happen. Well, today, tomorrow, and then Sunday, 2 days basically. But nonetheless, we're gonna go forward with it, and then we still have a following week to do another one, right? So again, we on our 3-week campaign to give away a T-shirt. Again, to the family here who support the channel. Again, can't stress enough how important it is for me to feel grateful for the patronage value that you guys offer to this channel, and applying your skills and your insight and things of that nature, just obviously making it a very conducive place for people to come and hang out and don't feel intimidated by. So again, with that being said, peace, power, and profit to everybody. I'm going to be on to outline the details for the next giveaway, right? For the next T-shirt giveaway, right? Again, congratulations again to our brother Mathis, who won the first drawing, right? He has his T-shirt on the way, right? I would give you his top secret location, but I can't, right? Confidential, right? But his T-shirt is on the way. And so I look forward to giving away 2 more here, in the next, again, this week and then the following week. Hey, what's going on, Oba Chris? Peace, power, and profit to you, Oba. Happy to have you in the house as always, man. Again, you making moves. That's all I can say. You making moves. We need to again get on schedule again, because I know you've been celebrating the birthday. You say you're gonna extend that birthday, that Earth Day, right? But I'm right here, waiting for you as soon as you're ready, so we can get back to what grinding and building and making things happen. So peace, power, and profit to you, Over. My best to you. Stay safe out there in obviously Texas. With so much going on right now, again, coronavirus and all this craziness surrounding I guess you want to say the civil unrest, right, which is sometimes a good thing, because sometimes you need to bring people to the table to answer. So again, which is indicative of today, as you can see, I actually, for my background picture, right. So today, I brought out the gang, right? For the gang, right? I guess I'm showing, trying to show homage to some of the young folk out there, right? Today is definitely to bring out the gang. So I look at everybody in this picture here, this iconic picture here, as, synonymous with a lot of you all, right? Because we are united as gang, right? Again, no respective leader in this picture at all. Everybody in this picture is obviously equal value in terms of their talent, their value towards their particular people who follow them. Again, it's like forming Voltron, right? Everybody come together, right, and form Voltron, right? Everybody has their respective talent or skill set that they bring to the table, right? And so again, I liken this picture to everyone who followed this channel, who subscribed to the channel, who've ever taken, information from this channel, who's benefited from this channel, and going forward, until how we will obviously push to make it better, right? Again, we're looking to bring on people. Again, we was doing that at some point. We had a few people come through and guests, as guests, and bless the family here, and we still look to do that, again, going into the future, right? So it's an ongoing project, so to speak, right? We've never hit a point where we've kind of hit a wall, or we're finite in terms of what we can offer. We're still a young channel. We're fledgling. We're just again, aspiring group, a bunch of people who enjoy what we do, right? Especially as investors and traders. So again, by that token, we are gang, right? I hope I'm saying that right. Young people like, hold up, man, you're butchering that right now. You're butchering that, right? right? So again, shout out to everybody again who made this channel for what it is. And we're going to give away again another t-shirt this week, or well, Sunday, right? We're going to do the drawing again this Sunday. And next week, again, hopefully I can start early in the week, in terms of being able to submit the drawing details so we can get that underway early. So if most people that want to participate in the next particular drawing, they'll have ample amount of time to submit, right, their opportunity to win, again, the t-shirt, right, the giveaway. Again, it's nothing special, but it's something that I feel like, I'm humbled and grateful to be able to do and giving back in terms of that. So, peace, power, and profit again to you all who come through the channel, say what's up, even in passing, whatever the case. Again, I salute you all, right? I salute you all every single day, right? What's going on over, Brother Mathis? I see you in the building, right? Brother Mathis, I was with the first inaugural winner, right? His t-shirt is on the way, right? Headed to his location, right? His undisclosed location, the top secret location, right? It should be there, Brother Mathis, by what they say here, no later than Monday, right? It may make it by tomorrow, but no later than Monday, your t-shirt will be in your mailbox, Brother Mathis. And again, thank you for being a contributor to this channel. Thank you for being a patroness of my services. Again, being able to put, truth to power in what we do over here, again, as investors and traders, again, rounding out our opportunities to become more I would say profitable, right? In this space of investing and trading. Again, and just talking about financial literacy as a whole, we're all winners here because we're just in places that pique our interest, right? We're here to be able to accrue interest through the value of our interest being piqued, right? So again, it's a great marriage when you put those two together, right? Interest and then being able to haul some interest, right? So get excited for that, right? So again, I'm not going to be on crazy long. Again, as you can see, I always try to add some kind of flavor down in the description box. So if you got a little second, you can scroll down, push your little finger on your cell phones or tablet, or use your mouse and scroll down the description box so you kind of see what's going on a little bit today. Nothing too crazy, just understanding that, again, I'm, thankful for you guys' contribution to the channel. Again, we hit 1,000 subs. We've now catapulted since then, and now we up to 1,200 subscribers. So we picked up, a couple hundred subscribers literally overnight. A lot of it, is based again upon, people beginning to kind of see a little bit of the content. They like some of the old stuff I have on the page as well. We definitely know that Trading in the Zone video has really, really been a great contribution for a lot of people coming through as well. Again, I mean, it's one of the best books out there, if you ask me, one of the best audio books. And some others out there that I like too, that's, up there with it. But I would say unequivocally, as far as an audio book for traders, investors, or people who are looking to get into business, entrepreneurship, real estate, any of that, if you listen to that Trading in the Zone, because it parallels other markets as well, not just stocks and equities or whatever. It parallels Forex, it parallels Bitcoin, crypto, binary options, real estate, owning your own business, government grants. In it, it's mentality, it's psychology, right? It's discipline, right? It's all those things wrapped up in one, right? It's the type of audiobook that you should have your kids listen to. I couldn't make this stuff up. It's just that powerful. Your children need to be listening to that audiobook, at least 30 minutes a day, right? 30 minutes a day, hop on there. Let's get that audiobook going, because that thing is, it really, really, sparks the interest in terms of how you need to maybe look at things a little bit more different, or even just apply a little bit more to what you already have and be sharper in your craft, right? In your craft. So again, that Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas, hand down, that's the go-to guy, right? All right, solid book. And I got more of them I end up doing too. I was telling some of the guys who have been emailing me, obviously, thanking me for uploading it. And I was like, I'm gonna drop some more. Again, y'all know my thing is I play the Robin Hood approach, right? I'm trying to give all this stuff away for free if I can, until they come block it or whatever the case happens. But I'm trying to give it all away, because why wouldn't we, right? It's us against, the reality of a system, so to speak, right? A system analysis, right? And we're trying to break outside that cage, again, we gang. Again, look at my picture, right? We gang, right? All of us superstars, right? We're trying to have our breakthrough moment And again, especially being the markets, again, business, even if it's going to school, being the best you can in that, in that moment. All right, shining, whatever it takes to make sure that, you submit your best foot forward, right? Be the best you can be. You got one shot at this earthly realm, then you better go hard, right? But with some respectability, though. Don't be out there just trampling over people, right? Doing burning bridges and acting wild, right? We're not going to do that. Right, we're not going to do that. What's going on? Over Brandon Jemison in the house. Over Brandon that came through. Peace, power, profit to you, family. Again, there's the link if you want to come on the back panel, guys. I know I'm not going to be on, again, terribly long, but I did post a link. If you guys got time, if you're not busy, you can jump on the back panel here, if you have to, and, give a little bit of what's going on with you as far as your day, or, if you got some stocks trading. Again, the markets right now are definitely in free fall. I kind of, detailed it exactly what it was going to do today through various, training sessions, and also speaking to some of the stuff we were doing for the Black Economic Empowerment Show in terms of some levels that you need to start watching in the markets, how you can play the retraces and make money on the upswings, but definitely get prepared for the downswing, because we know we are definitely in a downhill slalom move in terms of S&P 500. Again, I always say, stuff is not rocket science. I know it takes a little time to really be able to detail what's going on, and how to make sense of it all. But ultimately, once you realize how this market is set up, right? How this market, hey, what's going on over Caesar? Over Caesar that came through in the building and graced us. Peace, power, profit to you, family. Happy to have you in the house. Happy to have you in the building. Happy to see us all in here again, representing as who we are. Gang, right? We are gang, right? Everybody in the building coming through today, showing love. Again, appreciate you all. And again, looking at this spot here, what do you see right here, guys? What do you guys see right here on this S&P 500 chart here, right? What do you see here, right? We see some serious what outflow going on right now, right? Right. Some would say, man, it's almost look like some capitulation, right? All right. Again, just the way that the market has been trading, again, going back, let's say, if you look at this on a daily chart perspective, I mean, you couldn't make this stuff up. Again, look at that March, man. That March to, I don't know, that's like March across what? The Edmond Bridge, whatever, the Selman. I don't know. I mean, that's a serious long march. That's March on Washington. I mean, that's a serious long trick of just green, bullish, aggressive, bullying type of what? Money inflows into the market, going all the way back again, right before the month of August. That was just a stellar month for equities as a whole in terms of the S&P 500, the NASDAQ tech bubble as a whole. Again, I'm calling it tech bubble because that's basically what it was. Everybody was crowded in just a few name branded, trades. But overall, again, the S&P 500 was just, a clear indicator of all that particular sentiment, that hunger, that greed, that fervor, that euphoria, right? That irrational exuberance, as they say, right? And the market just marched higher, right? So again, all this is what we're seeing here now. After we came up here and had a blow off top, I spoke about the blow off top. We're gonna have a blow off top. And again, been nailing the spot. That's all I really been trading a lot for as options. Occasional Tesla here and occasional other little plays here and there, but for the most part, a lot of my option trading has been coming strictly through the spot because it's been the most telegraphed trade. It's been the most telegraphed trade. Even on the downhill moments like we got here, I've been nailing these drops, right? Hitting it back up for quick calls on the pop, and then nailing it again back on some more drops. Did it the other day again, on this little, retrace off this low here. I was telling everybody, now we're gonna have a hard bounce. It was obvious the RSI was very low. It was just easy to see it. Again, market bounced off this 332 or 333 handle and ran all the way back up towards what? That gun line, right? Which is the blue moving average line at 342. Obviously, pinned to be just, the most obvious resistance, right? It was the most obvious resistance, right? Again, looking at the candle here, looking at this area here, and then obviously that day when it went up there, again, you had two chances to break above it. It couldn't. Again, looking at this area here of some support points here at this point when it went up, obviously on the way back down. Now what? That becomes a level of resistance, right? So when we break through those zones, which is obviously in this case we broke through and it came low, now that became resistance on the top side, and everything below it is what? Fair game, right? Fair value, as they say, right? And so again, these calls were just, I mean, literally butter cheap, right? Butter cheap call positions, not necessarily expensive. Again, we talking 60 cents, 70 cents. I've been paying that much for the most part for the last, 2-3 weeks. And some of these call plays and just, and some of the puts too, and been nailing them for 200%, 300%. Couldn't make this stuff up. This is a buyer's market in terms of options, right? The premiums are not overly crazy in terms of the S&P, that is, but it's just been a great buyer's market for options. And you didn't have to do a whole lot of selling premium, right? Which is very tricky, right? When there's not a lot of volume, or again, when the constant melt ups in the market, if you don't have any kind of big expansions and there's more, more about a contraction and just kind of trading sideways in the trend, that's when it's good to sell the option, right? Sell the put, sell the calls, right? Take advantage of those people trying to get in on those little, those particular opportune, spots on the chart. But buying the positions outright has just been, it's just been a killer, right? And so I got one, matter of fact, let me see. I had one position. Let me see. I got one left today, actually. Let me see if I can pull this up here while I am in the midst here. Again, what's going on, family? Jim Denson, what's going on? Peace, power, and profit to you, family. Happy to have you in the building. So you guys popping through a little bit here, right? Peace, power, and profit to you. You say you think this is the floor or more? Again, looking at the chart. Well, let's go to a more defined chart. Again, I got a little second here. Let's go to work. That's what we do on this channel, right? Y'all know over here we go to work, right? If you come in for anything besides some work, then I'm sorry. We shoot the breeze a little bit, but we're gonna go to work when I come on this joke, right? We're gonna go to work. Right. So yeah, looking at the spot here, right? So what do you see here? Right. And I'm saying that, again, with the context that, we just hit all-time high, right? On literally what? No real true fundamental value besides the fact that people said we should already been here. We had not been for the COVID. Well, okay, but you still have to earn your keep. You can't just fabricate numbers to appease the lack thereof of what? Organic growth, right? Organic value, organic, buying and selling, right? Of products, goods, commerce, whatever. And so we know that the market, since the March lows, literally has been a manufactured marketplace. And you just now starting to see a little bit of flex space, of particular earnings opportunities where stocks are, some companies are starting to do a little bit more better in terms of how they now had to re-strategize their business plans, their business models to kind of, go forward in a COVID scenario so they can still make a little money. But we talking about literally minuscule values as opposed to what they were, supposed to be doing, again, void of the COVID situation going into 2020, because again, they got to They got to pass all of 2019. Couldn't make this stuff up. They got a pass of all of 2019, literally, due to the repo operations, right, by the Fed, because we were dealing with another so-called war, a silent war, which was tariffs, the trade war debacle, right? And now you ran right into a pandemic, right? Couldn't make this stuff up. So again, if you're looking at the market here after this big march up here, I mean, look at this. Literally just playing off the bottom, pinging off the bottom linear regression band here, roughly around about 299, right? Pinging off this area here, right, before it really just took off. And so you say to yourself, okay, well, how low can we particularly go, right? How low can we go, right? Well, man, look at where we came from. You got some gaps that still got to get filled. And this is on the daily chart. You can still see the gaps, obvious gaps here. There's a gap right here, right? That 329, right? So we can easily come down and test. We could probably test 329 today if it get ugly, right? If we pick up some more steam, and we break, especially, I'll tell you what, if we break 331 to the downside, like below 331, like down in the 330s areas, we can easily go to see 329 today. Again, fill that gap, right? We got a gap to fill there, right? I mean, it's plain as day, right? It's plain as day, right? Where that thing at? Where that gap at? Where that gap at? All right, hold up, get back up there. All right, let me stretch the chart out so that way we can see it. Forgive me, right up in here, right? That gap right there, plain as day. And this is on the daily chart. Right, so that's a daily gap from 329 gap up to around about 331. Again, I spoke about 331, so that's about 2 points and change roughly, right? And that those are big moves when it comes to the S&P 500, right? So right now we're in the 331.78 right now as we're speaking, right? We've definitely got some momentum here with this thing pushing down. Again, this was clear as day as a resistance level here. We called it. We nailed it. Everybody that's been going through the training, y'all know exactly what I'm saying. These were just, stuff that we just called right out the bait, off the back that was just butter. And they paying out. They are paying out literally as we speak, right? And so again, we're on the back end of the day. As I say, for some of you guys out there that golf, right? You're on the back nine, right? Up the stretch of your golfing tenure for the day, right? And so everything from this point on is going to be conducive for what? Those who put in, who tried to turn the markets. There's no particular, geopolitical news that can come out at any, value to switch gears, because we kind of got an idea of everything what's going on that front right now. Again, so for what it's worth, now you're going into just the profit taking zone of the back end of the day. Where bulls now has to start realizing that, okay, we weren't able to turn it here. We couldn't penetrate the 342 to gain that supremacy above the 20-day moving average, especially on the daily. Again, you're just, now, in no man's land. And you staring down the barrel, literally the barrel of a little, of a water gun, right? It was of a water gun. And it ain't looking good for you right now, right? Again, 330, 329, base support, pseudo support, 331, break below that, come down, a little faster. It can get ugly. And then you can see it's still dropping. It's picking up steam. I mean, that pressure, this chart just looks like it's heavy, doesn't it? Just looking at that big red candle on the daily, it looks heavy, right? Like, man, some weight on that thing. And so it can easily, again, come crashing down back to earth. Gravity obviously is something special, right? Gravity is something special, right? So, again, we planned for this. We planned for this. We strategized for this. We spoke. We talked this all the way through. We talked this up, right, through the blow-off talk, and then we talked this down. And we even talked this little pop-up here, and then we talked it back down again, just based upon momentum, right? Based upon the momentum. Right. So again, you got gaps that got filled. Gaps got to get filled right here. Right. Another one here. Gaps got to get filled down to 326. Right. Look at that support right there. Right. Right. Which is now resistance. Obviously, in some cases to the downside. But look at that gap right there. Another one right below it. Gap right there. 323. I just market is gapping up, gapping up, and none of this stuff is being backfilled. None of it is being backfilled. It's just greed. Feds pumping, Trump pumping, Mnuchin pumping, Cutlow pumping, everybody pumping. BlackRock, JP Morgan, everybody pumping markets, because again, the market was being thrown on the back of the tech bubble. Amazon, Netflix, Google, Facebook, even Tesla, throw Tesla in there, right? It was just riding on the back of their coattails. Microsoft riding the back of their coattails. Couldn't make this stuff up. Again, let's go with it real quick. Let's go look at the XLK, right? Or the QQQs, either or, right? But definitely, what we know as the ultimate tech, right? XLK, right? Look at XLK. Look at this thing off the March lows, $69, all the way up here to 126, 127. And this is a low beta ETF, meaning low beta, meaning it don't have any kind of wow swing. Again, trades based in a very, controlled nominal value, right? In terms of, it gonna print you about a couple dollars here and there, right? $3, $4, $5 a day, somewhere around there. Not that, but $2 or $3 a day of that, right? Again, you're not getting any kind of major, $10, $12 moves in the XLK. So this has been a steady march up to the upside. And to the point where it peaked outside the linear regression band here, which was obviously a red flag. Because keep in mind, look at the band here. Everything before that was traded inside this linear regression band. Like clockwork. This is the type of chart, everybody want to write home to mom about, right? This is what you want to be in. Those are almost like perfect sine waves. Couldn't make this stuff up, right? That's how markets move, ebb and flow, sine waves, peak to trough, right? Peak, the trough, right? Peak, right? Big peak there. And that's when it got really out of hand, got outside the linear regression band. The market said, oh, okay, that's a signal. You flashing me sell signal here. And guess what? In come the deluge, right? In come the precipitous drops, right? In come the rebalancing, right? People taking profit. And you couldn't make this stuff up. It's like it was just perfect time, because what we're getting ready to deal with now, as far as the coronavirus, in terms of this so-called quote unquote second wave, it's going to be very tested. And you got the election coming up less than 60 days. So you got a barometer of things pressing the market now at a point where before it was riding through what? Gravy Valley on biscuit wheels, right? Could do no wrong, right? Could do no wrong. Look at this. The market could do no wrong. Now all that's going to be tested. And so you done wiped out basically, let's say one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Around about a month worth of gains in about what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 days. 6 days that's negated almost close to that of what? A month worth of gains that the Bulls had to sit through and climb, claw, fight, scratch, bite to get up there to the point of an all-time high. In the S&P 500, obviously that has no particular organic growth value besides the Feds pumping it, fund managers pumping it, keeping this hope alive, whatever. Right? Make America great again with all that foolishness, right? Well, y'all know what that means, right? Just propaganda. So again, looking at the market here, this is why the bear thesis is always a dangerous one. Meaning if you know how to be patient long enough, right, the gains you make on bear drops comes a lot more fast and fluid than that what it takes for bull to gradually climb and claw their way up to certain peaks in the market. And so literally bears just made their entire year worth of salary in 6 days. All right. And it took bulls over a month, 2-3 months, whatever, to master what they had to go through. Because again, that's not even taking into account what these moments like this when the market's pulling back here. The market's kind of stalling here. The market's pulling back here, right? The bears just drop, right? Like what was that? The rap group drop, right? Drop. What y'all knew what I'm talking about? Come on, y'all ain't the only one know that song, right? I forgot the name of that group, matter of fact, too, right? But the market is dropping, right? And so this is why, again, you have to be, you have to be understanding that you have to look at other ways of kind of being able to kind of take advantage of the markets, right? I understand the whole perma bull thesis, but you also need to learn how to hedge, right? I'm always telling people learn how to hedge, how to protect your backside. Even if you got long-term positions out there, make you some money scalping the downturns on them too, right? When no markets are downturning, you scalp those positions. The profit you make in that, especially if you're trading options, you turn around and buy the dips with with the other stuff, right? You turn around and buy the dip with other stuff, right? What's going on, Mo? Peace, power, and profit to you, sis.
Peace, power, and profit.
What's going on? How's your day?
Hey, all is well. Working it out. I do. Hustle.
I love it. Making things happen, right? Doing a little something strange for a little piece of change.
Woo-hoo.
Right? On this Friday, on this payday, right? Is it not payday?
Oh, yeah. Every day is payday for us.
You better say that. That's what I want you to come back through. See, I know I like mine. I always say I like mine, right? It comes like running water because every day is payday when you have an opportunity like we have in terms of being able to access these financial markets, right? And there's people out there right now, again, unemployment lines, no shade to them. There's people out there trying to figure out how they're going to redo their resume because their industry all up in smoke because of this coronavirus. There's people out there really having to rethink their whole strategy and how they're going to be able to defend, their pride, their ego, their education. All these things are now on the chopping block because of what we had to deal with this pandemic, right? And so being able to put food on the table, house over, roof over your head, clothes on your back, all that stuff, it seems to be like a primitive thing now, right?
Yes, especially being that Dr. Fauci said things won't get back to normal till the end of 2021. Man, y'all better make some moves.
Right. And notice he kept pushing that date back because he had to play the game of being he couldn't play the whole, well, we're going to have a vaccine like this, that unrealistic game, because that's what's gotten us in more trouble, right? You got people hopes up all high, thinking they finna get them a vaccine by August and September and then October. And the vaccine comes and look, right, I appreciate all the, all that what y'all trying to do, but this thing just does not work this way. It does not work this way.
and the herd immunity, thinking you can get herd immunity in a month.
Right. Like, come on, you couldn't make this stuff up, right? So people now having to realize that this is not a game of we can talk it away, right? We can wish it away, right? We can just seance it away, right? Or pray it away, right? This is not how science works. Science does not work that way, right? It has its place in the food chain, right? And so the science is now saying to be what? Correct, right? Because everybody was trying to be a pseudoscience, so to speak. I'm using one of the words now. I'm finna go. Everybody trying to be a pseudoscience overnight, Oh, it ain't that bad. It ain't that serious. You know, only a few people can catch it, gonna really be adverse to it, and all that kind of stuff. Y'all heard all the stuff, all right? But nonetheless, again, you had AstraZeneca coming out a couple of days ago, pretty much just again deflating the pseudoscientists out there. These people who just want to be gung-ho bravado, thinking they don't need to kind of adhere to the ideal that you need to be just as much of protecting everybody else around you than yourself, right? And stop taking this selfish posture, right? Which obviously made this thing worse. Again, no matter what side you fall on the coronavirus, whether you feel like it's it's a pandemic, it's not a pandemic, it's not that serious, or it is that serious. Reality is that you're not getting back to normal until you stop being selfish and follow the mandates of what it takes for everybody to get through this fast and swiftly.
Yep.
The longer you draw it out by trying to prove that you ain't, again, trying to be Hollywood Co. Y'all remember that, the Outcast, trying to be Hollywood Co. Right?
Yep.
You keep doing that, you're making it worse for everybody. What's going on, family? Divine Fuller, peace, power, and profit to your family. Happy to have you in the house, right? Happy to have you in the building, right? We got Ober Chris coming through, right? What's going on, Ober Chris? Peace, power, and profit to you.
Peace, power, and profit. Over.
How you doing, man? I know you've been celebrating that, a month-long worth of Earth Day. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm good. Just taking it easy and staying safe first. Cause it's still we still getting cases down here in Houston. So
yeah,
can't do too much. So
you better not be making no pandemic babies. I know that.
I might be doing that.
So you get your little pandemic, can't turn to a baby demic, little baby demic going on right now.
Hey,
So what you gonna name the baby? COVID. Your thing gonna be COVID.
Brother
COVID, baby.
Brother you know how we used to say them deployment babies or them desert babies.
Yeah, man, you got them days when that thing come back with dust in the boots and everything. But like, where that baby came from? What baby? Who the baby did? I'm the pappy, right? You gonna be up there like jangling. I'm the pappy. That's it. So that's it, man. Again, that's awesome. And for us, I say this for again, the ideal that being in a position where we are. Again, it's unfortunate that we're always having to kind of live with under this umbrella of uncertainty. But like I say, there's also a moment where those who are prepared are going to benefit from this, right? And it's sad to say it in a way because people are like, well, man, how could you find any good in this, right? But of course you could have to, because you still have to keep living, right? But you have to do it with the level of discipline and understanding that, this is the moment where you get a chance to reinvent yourself, right? This is the moment where you get a chance to redeploy some of those old skill sets you kind of put on the back burner because you were too busy, on the ground for Mr. Charlie, right? This is a chance to connect with your children again in ways that you probably didn't before because you were too busy, working, right? You get a chance to build solid relationships, right? Again, even on, the partner side of the house. Again, and come to new babies, right? Ain't nothing wrong with them, bringing little babies on through, right? Right, ain't nothing wrong with that, too. So the good thing about it, again, is that, we are in a position now where we get to rebrand and come out stronger than we was, than we was in the beginning.
Right.
To a degree. So there's always going to be some good in this. There's always going to be some positive, right? There's always going to be a value of, opportunity, again, that we have, that we can work with, work through whatever, again, just by being, students of the game, right? Just by being students of the game, right? So again, these markers are obviously very, very revealing. They've I mean, as you can see right here, you got this little kind of hard bounce that came off the low here around 331. We literally came all the way down to 331, just like I said it was going to do. Could make this stuff up. Again, let me do it on the shorter time frame. So that way I know I stand to be corrected, right? But I tell you, we're going to go down there and hit that 331, right? If nothing else, right? And we came down here and hit what? 331, right? 331 in the 04, 331, 02. And now you got a hard bounce. Why did it bounce hard at 331?
At the retrace.
Because we got a hard support down that point where somebody was sitting down at that 331. And I look right here. I know it's all jumping up over here. Look at that right there.
Test them all lows.
Yeah. Look at all the gang over here. Look at the gang over here. Them jokers like, oh, they're scrambling over there. Like, hold up, bro. They over there. Like, hold up, bro. you tested me. You know,
Yeah.
so
I definitely been while I'm enjoying myself, I've still been studying and looking at different stuff. Learning different stuff. Like I know with the shoe game, what I've been peeping is kind of same thing as you know as equities and crypto. You know, people got a certain value on a particular shoe, and people are gonna buy it. Supply and demand.
of course,
So
you're so right. It's a market for everything, right? If you learn how to position it properly and get in the face of people who have that interest.
right.
And so a lot of people don't know. Again, for a lot of you guys don't know in the back chat, Ober Chris is, again, he doing like most people do. We traverse across different business and asset class in different lanes. So he does the shoe, like the shoe resale for the Jordans. The different, I call them the iconography aspect of the Jordan because some of them are obviously hard to get. So because of that
Hmm.
rarity, right? People
Yeah.
they want them, right?
Right.
So he's been, again, he can explain it better than I can, but he's definitely been on making some moves in that lane. So I mean, how's it been going for you, Oba?
Uh, Surprisingly, it's been going pretty good, man.
Good.
It's just like people wanting to buy them, the stock split prices for Apple and Tesla.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? So, and the thing about it too, you kind of gotta learn. You gotta learn like with women's shoes and men's shoes, you gotta learn like what sizes to get. And that's kind of what I'm going through right now. So,
Tracking.
I know, it's in certain shoes, you got preschool, you got toddler, you got big kids, then you got men's and women. So, finding out what sizes to get, what people are buying most, that's the twist to it. So, uh,
Right.
I'm learning that more than anything. So it's just, I mean, it's a process, just like with equities and everything else. You just gotta learn. You gotta learn. What people are buying, what people are selling. When to buy, when to sell.
Right.
What prices they're buying at, what prices they selling at. Same, it's like same with the ass and the bid. It's all
Right.
connected. So I think once you get a good understanding of that, you pretty much in the blue because you still got to be disciplined within that as well. You don't want to buy a shoe that's you know too high when you can find it somewhere else and get it lower.
Right.
Waiting on that. When it drops, when the shoe drop and you don't catch it, you may want to wait a day or two to try to get it for a resale price, and then you can sit on that. Once you get it, you can sit on that for a little bit of time, and then the value go up on that shoe, and the demand go up. Then you can sell it for twice its price. So somebody gonna buy it. So I'm not worried about people saying they will never pay this amount of money for shoes. Well, somebody will. I guarantee you that because shoes are you know people thinking people ain't paying $2,000-3,000 for shoes, but they absolutely are because either they're a sneakerhead, they're a collector.
Hmm.
It's all type of demands that people have for buying some of these, basic tennis shoes or whatever. Spending $200-300 on them, and then you resell them for double or triple that, and you just came up. It's like an options trade, or a
Right.
regular trade. You know what I mean? So just got to know, the basics, the fundamental analysis, the technical analysis of that as
No,
well. So I think that's helping me hone in on my skills too. You
it
know,
is. It is. Because it's
yeah,
still again, it's a parallel universe when it comes to understanding, value, right, and
right,
what people willing to, where they're looking to assert value, right? And
right,
so it's the same with these stocks, right? The same way as
hmm,
somebody was spending $2,300 for one share of Tesla, right? And,
yeah,
and they only driving no more than 100,000 cars at most in a quarter. Like, man, how's that even look? plausible on the fundamental aspect, but again, it's about how they value certain things, right?
Right.
And so if you are in a capitalist society, we understand the rules of engagement, right? What is the rules of engagement, right? Above all things, right? Look at what, meet demands, right? You're there to supply the demands,
Right.
right?
Right.
Right?
Mhm.
Because everybody again have a niche, right? A niche or a lane to the value of things that floats their boat, so to speak, right? And so
Right.
if you can be that consistent, distributor, seller, producer, then you're gonna do well, right? You're
Mhm.
gonna do well, and then just learn how to adjust to market, different market pressures and things of that nature. I mean, that just comes with part of the game. Like we spoke about earlier, when I first kind of was speaking about how people are going to have to rebrand themselves, due to this coronavirus, right? And come up
Right.
with other ways to be able to kind of procure the bag. And you can't, as they used to say back in the old days when we were young, and they said you can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a lot.
That's
It's
true.
a lot of people that did that, and them eggs just smashed to the smithereens right now. You got yolk everywhere. You got yolk dripping all across the floor, right?
Because
Yes, sir.
you know
Yeah.
why? Because
So
people don't seem to think that they seem to think that they can do one thing and that it doesn't take continuous work and it's
can you speak up a little louder, Sister Mocha? We want them
oh,
nuggets.
I
We want
said,
that dropping that nut, that knowledge.
can you hear me now?
It's a little bit better. It's just a little low, but we can still hear you.
It's low.
Yeah, Mo.
Do I need to go out and come back in?
No, I think maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I hate to say you raise your voice a little
No,
bit, but
No,
no.
maybe just
somebody had called my phone because they probably messed up the volume.
that's what it is. Yep. Anytime you somebody cross your
Okay,
signal, it always mess up the audio.
I'll
Yeah.
go out and come back in.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
try to
I'll be right here.
just try to tap your volume. Hit your volume button,
I did.
like the speaker button. It should come back in normal after you hit it and then bring it back.
Okay. I
Yeah, it's low. But yeah,
Okay.
So I mean that's it. So again, it's about knowing where you at in the food chain, knowing how to again strategize yourself to the tune where you're not necessarily being subjected to waiting on somebody to throw you a bone from the government, this, that, the third. So yeah, so go ahead, Sister Mo.
can you hear me better now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I said because people seems to think that they can do one thing they can do one action and it will carry them for a lifetime, but then they get a job and they work hard 40 hours a week, sometimes 60 and 70 continuously for someone else, and they don't have a problem with that. They can't seem to transfer that to their own revenue building, so to speak. Like it's like if they have their own thing going on, they feel like, oh, I only have to show up or actually say I have a business or say I'm investing this one time.
Right.
They don't put in forth no more effort. And so, but if they're on a regular job, they work hard and sometimes they don't even get a raise and they do it 40 to 70 hours a week. And so they stop, or if they're on their job, they'll be like, trying to find extra things they can do so they can make more money. But when they in a time like this and they don't have a job, it's almost like they can't dig themselves out of it. I don't
Right.
Right.
get if y'all kind of understand what I'm saying.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. Because
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
coming from one entrepreneur to another and then another, because Chris entrepreneur too. Everybody on here, understand the value of what it's like, right?
Right.
Uh, well, when we look at the aspect of where we came from, right? Because most of like all of us have had a job at some point, right? Again, that whole mentality, what it takes, right, to go through that, and then you convince yourself when you really realize that who you really are, when you really kind of find out who you are as a person, individual, right? And you say, man, I could do this, right? Man, I could do this, right? Ain't nowhere in the world I should not be owning my own or doing some of that magnitude where I'm in control of my destiny, right? And
Right.
so that's what happens for a lot of people. A lot of people get caught up on that hamster wheel and they get caught up in the churn of thinking that, again, this whole quote unquote job security is the thing that, they kind of aspire for. After they even got into a place and got comfortable in there, they forget that the world is much more greater than what somebody's time clock, right?
Right.
And that's what happens. Time passed you by, right? You 11 years in, now you 12 years in, now you 13 years in on the job. Now you feel like you have what they call blind loyalty, right? You afraid to leave just because, man, Mr. Charlie been good to me. Mr. Charlie been good to me. Right? He gave me a pack of neck bone for Thanksgiving.
But then why are they
Yeah.
there? Why are they there with Mr. Charlie? They're not making provisions to leave those, or they don't take advantage of those multiple sources of income, like you just said. Some people, and I'm sick and tired of people saying what somebody didn't tell them or what they didn't do. I don't think they realize the technology generation of technology that we have right now is not going to allow them to keep using it as an excuse, and that's why they're getting left behind.
Right.
Everything is on the internet.
Right. We're a digital society in more ways than we, want to really, really, truly accept it. So again, you're having, again, these I call them societal shifts that's happening, where you have to kind of re-equip yourself with some, or become more acquainted with some different skill sets that you never had, probably thought you had to embark on at some point. If you want to, try to keep up, at least to a degree, you're gonna have to kind of go back to the drawing board a little bit here and there. Right, you can't become sedentary to the tune again. Like I said, have all your eggs in one basket. Kind of have the antiquated mindset that you don't have to necessarily change, with your environment to a degree. Well, again, that stuff will obviously test your thesis at some point. It's gonna put you through that proving ground, right?
Right.
And so, chances are, in most cases, you're gonna have to audible at some point, right? You're gonna have to switch that thing up a little bit, right? Or at least accessorize, to your environment or your craft, so to speak. So, totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. And for what it's worth for us, again, having the bounty of a liquid, capital market that's made up by people who sit on the job working for Mr. Charlie, right? Don't again, there's other ways you can go still get it if they knew how to get it. Uh, it's like, man, why would I want to, sit there and fight this opportunity,
And they,
right?
yeah, and like the systems, I think it's almost like a cookie cutter template. You could be very successful with the template guide of success, but you don't have no clue how to create that success or duplicate it for yourself.
Right.
So in turn, so with that, you stay where you are, or like you're saying, the pandemic is here, you know, and when I seen that article that said in the 2021, I'm like, okay, you really got to stay on the ball, because these, depending on how they play out, we see what they're doing. Most people waiting just for stimulus, but then there's opportunity to hustle as well. So we see how that's working out, and you have to really kind of, you really, like you said, for the pandemic in March, the market started all over, new
Yeah.
everything.
Reset.
This a total reset. So you really got to reset your life. And those who don't know how to do that, or don't know how to plan, to change, is, man, it's gonna be a culture shock. And that's one thing I think being a part of the military is about. You change so much and so often that it's like clockwork for you. You be like, oh, okay, I gotta do something different. All right, no big deal. But
Right.
but the regular civilians, I'll be looking at them like, boy, man, y'all better start getting some clinical sessions in, because some of y'all go about to be in trouble.
Right. Annex, and before you know it, right. 86 that position right there. Pull it.
Yes, yes. And
Yeah.
it's sad, but it's true. It's true. I
Yeah.
feel bad, but I don't sometimes, because we go live. I was telling me and coaches talking. I said, man, you know what I appreciate about Brother African Emporium and Chris and Andre and Brandon, Thunder. Sometimes I said, because they will sit there for hours to get you to understand basic and build on it so that you can be successful. There's not many people that
That's sacrificial.
would
I
do
know
that,
exactly where you're going with that.
that
Yeah.
would do that. And so if you got people that would do that, that's rare. And so you should want to just kind of, you want to be a part of that. You want to be a part of that circle.
Agree 1,000%. Couldn't said it better. And that's why, again, I live by the village theory or the village doctrine. I understand it as I've gotten older, I really truly understand it, right? And it becomes like, you know, why work hard when you don't have to, right? That's one of my sayings. Why work twice as hard to receive twice as less when you can work twice as smart and receive twice as much, right?
Right.
It's simple, right? But it's hard for a lot of people to grasp that when they are kind of under that veil, right? Under that, God dog it. Oh, look, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Something happened, I think, with James. Green screen. Something happened with my green screen. I don't know.
Yeah, they got just me on there. I don't know.
Oh, look. Is it?
There you go. It's charged now.
Yeah, something happened with my green screen. It took out my green screen.
Uh-oh.
Right, my gang, right? My gang went goodbye.
I thought you was having one of the moments I have. When I've been going Facebook Live, and boy, I be getting in there and giving out all the good information, and Facebook just shut me down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's saying something about error occurred. Try to create your green screen effect. Wait a moment, then try again. Try refreshing your page or restarting your browser if this continues. So they don't like my gang picture, huh? Somebody hating on my gang over there, StreamYard. That's all right. We still gonna get it in. All right, we still gonna get it in.
Yeah.
A little technical difficulty going on over there. But yeah, so but that's it. That's generally it. You hit the nail on the head, Sister Mo. Again, as always, over Chris, you guys are already, you guys are, we're all, what they say, connected when you do the eye to eye, right? The two fingers to the eye, and everybody in the back chat too, because these are again the avenues that we peruse down, we cruise down, right? We didn't, wake up and not, we didn't wake up with the idea that we're trying to convince ourselves that these things are not proficient in towards of what it really can do for a person who takes the time to submit themselves to learning it, right? Because we're talking about things that doesn't require you to have higher learning education, right? It doesn't require you to have all these kind of badges and certificates, none of that stuff. It doesn't require that. Again, it's the aspect of it in terms of what it really is. It's a simplistic modality if you're willing to put in the research to learn about it, right? Strategically, to how to place yourself in it, right? Because the one thing about it, as we do know, again, from a basic understanding, right? There's only two type of people in the market, right? Two type of people. Buyers and sellers, right? Ain't no middleman in there, right? Because in order for somebody to make money, somebody got to lose money, right? So the goal is to learn how to, strategically place yourself, on that winning side, right? When it's plausible based upon what the data is saying, right? The data always relegated back to fundamental, right? Learning about the companies, how to, strategically place your investment based upon, microeconomic news and macroeconomic news values. All these different things is what? Public information.
Right.
You walk by it every day. You see it every day in passing, right? You consume it, right? So you're familiar with it more than you give yourself credit for. So I'm like, well, why not also what? Invest in it as well, right? Put your money to work for you through these same things that you use somewhat on a ubiquitous day-to-day aspect anyway. And that's all it is. And so, for the most part, again, it's the easiest business model on the planet to aggregate to, right? Because it requires what of you? What does it take to become a trader, over Chris?
Knowledge, capital, Wi-Fi, and smartphone, laptop, something like that.
Done.
Yep.
Done. Now, Sister Mo on, right? Sister Mo, what does it take to run a business like what you're dealing with? Well, she might be busy. I don't know. She might be busy. But to run a brick and mortar, right? Y'all know what it costs. They're 100% right. Over branded. It requires some patience, right? As far as trading, right? What's going on, Ilba Lakeisha? I see you that came through the building. Peace, pound, profit to you, right? Happy to have you here as always. Always love it when you see the sisters pop through, right? Balancing out that energy, right? Happy Friday to you, right? Hope everything's going great. Right? You say you're currently on the clock working from home. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Right? Making them dollar from the couch. Right? Much better place. Save you money on gas. Save you money on what? Having to buy lunch and all that stuff. Right? Gotta love that work from home environment. Right? That's how it should be anyway. You joking about me? Right? Can you hear it, Sister Mo? Yeah, I think she must be busy. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Just for the most part, we're here to establish, again, some kind of value or form of truth or power. Because one thing we understand about investing and trade, again, it's a proving ground. Is it not? It's a proving ground, right? And it will, inherently, kind of give a report on exactly, how well positioned, knowledge wise and financial wise, through the aspect of how well you making good decisions, because these type of decisions follow you or carry over into your personal life, do they not?
Yes, they
right?
do.
They carry over because again, you learn how to be disciplined. You learn how to be more meticulous in your due diligence. Right there, we go Zion Lex. Right, he love that meticulous word.
Yeah, he do.
I'm meticulous. Right, that's shots fired about family Zion Lex. Right. So, but that's it though. You have to have that kind of level of attention to detail, basically, right? In anything you do, why wouldn't you, right? Who wants to walk through life? Again, this is just my opinion. Again, I'm having the Cat Williams moment, right? This is where I get my hair done at, right? So you don't if it don't apply to you, don't take it in way. But who wants to walk through life with the mentality that everything is kind of like it doesn't really matter, right? Like it's not that serious, right? We understand there's a barometer when that obviously is applicable for most part, but when it comes to business, when it comes to you strategizing, when it comes to you want to live an optimum life, then of course, why not give it your best? Because again, those skills carry over into what? Everything you do, it becomes voluntary, right? Involuntary over time.
Right.
You just do it without thinking about it. Oh man, bruh. Right? That's good habits. Those are good habits. So I don't know. But again, that's just, I guess, the way that I think, the way my brain is hardwired. I'm pretty sure it's the same for a lot of you guys as well. When the light bulb comes on, it just comes on, right? Ain't no use you fighting at that point. You know what I'm saying? And for us, again, it's just a scenario where you're just saying, okay, well, it's going to help me increase my bottom line, right? It's going to put me in a different, better circles. My network is going to increase from this, which is going to determine my net worth value. It's going to increase behind it because I'm surrounding myself with a think tank, a group of people who riding that same lane.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And we're not in competition with one another. We are complete in alliance with one another to go out there and search and destroy the other things out there that's harboring it all, right? Right? Markets and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or even, again, business models that's been, presented to us, and we on the clock as an employee. You come in there like, man, I see what Mr. Charlie doing. Let me reverse engineer this thing and do my own thing.
You better say that.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn. That's how you become proficient in life. You have to learn how to reverse engineer all these different modalities, these models, and that's how people again, build a better mousetrap, so to speak. Right? You can't reinvent the mousetrap, but you sure can reinvent that thing. You might put some 10 bars on you might have some
wheels on it.
put you got some wheels on that thing, right? As the mouse hit that thing and skate across the roof floor when he get caught.
Right.
Remote control on that thing. You get hit by that mouse trap, and the remote control kick on and bring the mouse to you. Like, yeah, we got it. We got it.
Got it.
Got it. So, that's innovation. That's entrepreneur. That's that ever evolving mindset that will not be denied. Basically, what it is. When you take that posture that you won't be denied, then what's going to stop you from hitting your goals? Nothing. Right. So it goes back to the word I've been screaming on for quite a while now. Mentality. What's your mentality like? Right? Mm-hmm. Your mentality will determine your money value. Right? If your mentality in the dirt, then guess what? Your money probably gonna be down there too. Or if you even got money, eventually you're gonna liquidate it because your mentality ain't providing you the lane to be able to keep it. Because you burning bridges, you all over the place, you ain't consistent. You're looking for excuses where there ain't none to look for them, and it just you all over the place, right? And so again, that's not being, proficient at living an optimum life. So I'm all about trying to live an optimum life, right? Best I possibly can, and make it easier for everybody else too. If we ride down the same lane, again, we ride through Gravy Valley with biscuit wheels, man. Don't come in here with that old, with that old hard bread, man. We got biscuit wheels. Don't come over with the right with those burnt toast bread toast, man. Can I ride? No, man, you finna mess up the ride, bro. Now we riding on biscuits over here, right? In Texas, we got them swingers, right? Swingers.
Yeah, swing.
So that's it, guys. All we're doing is just, again, we're just establishing, a formula. We're riding down again particular lanes that seems to be, again, beneficial, right, to our bottom line. Again, least path of resistance. As y'all can see, Sister Mo in the car right now, headed somewhere. She probably headed home or somewhere chilling. I'm pretty sure she ain't gonna go the long route just to go if she don't have to, right? Right? When she can save gas, right, and be proficient. It just makes no sense, right? Right? Again, why work hard when you can work smart, right? And so again, I just want to make sure I reiterate that, for what we're discussing on the show, that's always going to be the talking point. Long as I know we're in an ability to be able to convey this stuff to everybody who pays attention to it, right? That's the ultimate goal. So that's it, guys. So like I said, I know I wouldn't plan to be alone, but I do want to, again, we're going to do this giveaway. We're going to do it again for this, we're going to do the drawing this Sunday. All right. So I know I'm at the end of the week trying to set all this stuff up. Right, man, you ain't giving me no time to even get at it. But I will say this again, that just it just basically narrows the field down, I guess. For most people who was able to tune in today. No fault of the others who've been able to kind of see it, but they can come back later if they get a chance to. But basically, we're gonna do like we did before. I will put up a community post detailing, the instructions. It's gonna be just like we did before, right? It's gonna be just like we did before, right? Right. And so in this case, once this video goes up or the live stream goes up, we're just gonna type in the back chat, right? The code, right? The code, right, for this week's giveaway, right? Right. It's going to be, right. You have to type, right? It's going, you have to type it in there, but you have to type capital letters. Well, let me put this right here. All right. That way, you make sure you got to type PPP underneath this video when it goes up, right? Simple as that, right? Oh, I messed that up. I only got 2 P's. Hold up now. Hold up. Let me clean that up a little bit. Right? All you got to do is type PPP when this video goes up in the comment section below, and that enters you into the drawing, right? So let me spell it out here in the back chat so we can get it, right? Right. All right. So once the video uploads, you can just type that in the comment section. That enters you into the drawing. All right. Simple as that. Right. Save you even a couple less keystrokes. So have to type power and profit. Peace, power and profit. You just got to type PPP and like PPP gear, right? Right. Personal protective what. Whatever the PPP gear, whatever it is.
Personal protection plan.
Equipment, right? Or play in this case. Right. And so again, that will enter you into the drawing, right? And so that way you have a chance to win, the next T-shirt, right? We got one more to do after this. Again, like I said, we're gonna do a 3-week giveaway. Again, just my way of giving back. Again, I know it ain't a whole lot, but it's just a form of me saying, hey, I appreciate you guys, and for what we do in terms of being able to come together. Again, like inform Voltron or whatever, and bring truth to power. Right. So I'll make sure I do a community post detailing it again for some people who might not have been able to catch it because they're busy, whatever. So they'll direct them back to this video here, this particular one here, to be able to enter into the drawing, right, to win the T-shirt. So we already got rid of the science T-shirt. That's the one that Brother Mathis won, right, for last week, right? So we still have the Mo Honey, Mo Problems T-shirt. We have the Carbon Molecule T-shirt, and we have the I Accept Bitcoin T-shirt still available to be won, right, for us to give away for the next 2 weeks, right? This week, obviously, then the following week after that. All right, so definitely tune in, guys. Sunday, we will actually unveil the drawing like we did before. So again, if you just, if you're busy, don't get a chance, to catch it live, just double back through the video, right? Once you, especially, if you enter for the drawing, just double back through the video, you'll see it. Obviously, I have it up in terms of what the drawing and who won. And so after that, again, just make sure you send me a message to my Facebook business page, with your particulars, and I'll put it in the mail, right? And you'll make sure you get it. All right, so that's it. So again, getting ready to close it real quick again. Like I said, I wasn't gonna be on long. I just want to kind of reiterate that. And hopefully, get a chance. Oh, dang, Mo. Sorry about that. You there, Mo? I was over here talking.
Oh, I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, so I just want to make sure I saw it. I came back to the back panel and saw it. But that's it as far as the giveaway. Those are the instructions. It's very simple. Just type PPP in the comment section once the video uploads. That enters you into the drawing to win a t-shirt for this week, right? And then we will be doing again another one again next week. In relation, and I may do the other one next week a little different. I might, show some love to the Dagger Squad family. So we do the Urban Economic Empowerment Show that Wednesday. We'll do it live on air. Right? We'll do like a drawing live on air on the Dagger Squad channel. And give people a chance to win it, over there as well, right? So again, as soon as the video goes up here, uploads to YouTube, down in the comment section below the video, once it's up, type in PPP, right? And that will, again, give you a chance to be entered into the drawing. All right. So in closing, again, we're getting ready to close out. So any last words, Sister Mo?
Hey, peace, power, and profit, and you all know where to find us. Let's create let's do something other than complain about what we don't have and participate in those opportunities that are available to our communities. Peace.
Thank you for that. Again, she's so right. So definitely second that 1,000%. Definitely second that. But Chris, any last words, family?
Persevere, capitalize, and apply. So
like that.
all the information that we share and give out, take it and capitalize on it. Use it. If you don't use it, give it to somebody else. Have somebody else come on and hear the good word, as I say. This is the real good word. So, and you do that, you put yourself in a better position. Like I said before, this is the perfect time to, procure a skill and a new craft, to where, if you don't want to go back to work, I'm sure if you put the time and the work in, you won't have to go back to work. You can, enjoy your life from wherever it is you choose. If you just learn this skill and, take it serious, just like you took the job, and learn the skill there, the same can be applied here. And it's like Oba always say, it's something that we naturally know anyway. We do this stuff on a daily basis. We look at this stuff on a daily basis. So why not, take advantage of it, and create, an income that could become your first income besides your, just over broke. That's if you choose. So it's up to you.
Facts.
And that's it.
Couldn't have said it better. He's 100%, 1,000% right. So again, we implore you guys who are new to this, who got family members, peers, or whoever that can find value in the information that we disseminate on this channel. We just ask you, send them this way. Again, y'all know we come from a very PG mentality. We don't act all crazy. Again, it's not my business to police adults, but again, it's very user friendly. So even to the degree where you can even have your kids sitting in, because these are the people we really want to reach to, right? Because they're going to be the ones who take the bulls by the ring and walk into this opportunity in a way where they're not stuck feeling like they don't have options in life, right? And so the better they get it while they're young, and then miss out like kind of we did, because we didn't have a lot of people to beat our door down and teach this stuff. At the age that we're just now starting to get it, it could be very beneficial to them early on, right? So again, get your children involved, right? There's financial flashcards out there you can buy to help them, increase their knowledge. I mean, there's so much of material out there, but you have to have the interest, right? You have to have that interest first to make sure you kind of appease to them, right? To appease to them, because again, even when kids begin to understand the value of money, you're not going to convince me that they're not going to be excited about finding out a way to make their own, right? Once you really break down to them what it's like and what it takes, they're going to be excited. I have no doubt possibly want to do this on their own at some point, right? Because now they get a chance to pay themselves their own allowance, right? I make my own money, right? I don't need your allowance today, Dad. Yeah, okay, you got a big pocket. Let me loan me some money and loan me a couple dollars. Right? So that's all it is, guys. Just keep that in mind. Again, keep being the student, keep being a steward, all those things. Obviously, we're always students in the game, period, right? You never get to a point where you learn it all, know it all. Again, stay open-minded, stay patient, stay hungry, right? And stay humble, right? And the rest will the rest will be history, right? Because the market needs you. When I say that, because there's a lot of money in it that needs to be harvested, right? And so it needs harvesters, right? So who's going to be the people to get that money, right? You're going to leave it up to the banks to keep getting richer, right? And the hedge funds and the people of that nature, or you going to come into it and get your portions of it too, right? You're going to come into this market and get your portions too, right? And so that's what this is all about, right? So again, strategize, plan, again, be the constant professional that you want to be, throughout your endeavors, right? Throughout your life. Hey, what's going on, Ilba Kiana? I see your sister Kiana then pop through in the building. Peace, power, and property, right? We're a little bit on the back end of the live stream, but happy to see your face come through the building, right? Peace, power, and property. Hope you're having a great day, right? Hope you obviously are strategizing, as we know. Hope you get into the bag. Making things happen. I love it. All right. Again, I love it. So again, I just implore you guys, like we've been saying, don't hesitate, don't wait, get out there and get this money, right? Get this money. Like, what is it? What was that, Dave Chappelle? They should have never gave you jokers money.
Yeah.
Wickedy bookie out there. Even the Clay Big. Matter of fact, I got that up on my screen real quick before I close off here for my my trading for the day. I have my own little motivational things up.
Yeah.
When I'm trading, right? And so I got I got Clayton Bixby up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Old Clayton Bixby, right? Wickedy boogity. Yo, Jungle Man, wanna cut that music down? Cut it. That's it, right? So we in that business of challenging the status quo and knocking down these barriers again. And putting ourselves in a position to win. So again, with that being said, again, shout out to you all. Peace, power, and profit to you all. And you see that I got that Peloton trade going on right now. But I beat Peloton across here. I told Joker Peloton was gonna come down. Yep. I told him Joker. They thought, he's going 100. You crazy, bro? You get killed. All right, bro. You got it. You got it. So we dragging Peloton right now. We're overbought, but whatever. But that's it, guys. So again, I hope you guys.
Mo still on here? Mo still on here?
Oh, let me see.
She dropped off.
Oh yeah, she already dropped off. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it though.
All right, guys. So again, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. Hope everything is well. Hope you stay safe. Hope you stay diligent, right? In terms of doing the right thing. And then till the next time we go live again, Sunday. And repeat, Sunday is where we're going to do the drawing again to enter into the competition for the next T-shirt drawing. That's going to be this Sunday. All you have to do is type PPP in the comment section once the video uploads. So basically, when this video goes live, or when not live, but when it uploads onto YouTube, the actual platform value itself, down below the screen here, type in the comment section below it, type PPP. That's all you gotta do in capital letters, right? Cause I gotta see if y'all follow instructions, right? Because that's what we do. We're in the business of following instructions. Right? You type that in the comment section below. That'll enter you into the drawing. So again, if you got young people out there, whether they follow us or don't, but they just want a chance to win a T-shirt, hey, tell them to type PPP in the comment section. Right? Anybody can win. Again, Brother Mathis won last week. His T-shirt is on the way. again, you guys potentially win this week. Again, just a small token of my appreciation, right, for you all. My, I again can't stress it enough. I appreciate you all, right? So, type that in the back chat. I mean, in the comment section, excuse me. You'll have a chance to win, and I'll have the drawing details in the community post telling you when Sunday when we get ready to go live. So if you have a chance to tune in so you can win that T-shirt. Right. So until then, guys, as I say, right, Uncle Johnson there, also Shim Hotel, right? Peace, power, profit, everybody. I'll see you guys on the next one. Right. Stay well, stay healthy. And I'll see y'all on the next one.
All right.
Peace,
Peace over.
everybody. All right, peace over. Peace,
Peace.
everybody.
Peace.
Peace.